Jai Shri Jai Shri. Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Dvadashodhyayah. Atha Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadashodhyayah. So we are doing Bhagavan Uvach. Arjuna asked a question, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna is answering that question. You will see that this question is being answered across a few chapters. It's just simply amazing. Words like amazing now to talk about the Bhagavad. Okay, so as a conscious being, I am conscious of the world, which is huge. I am also conscious of my smallness. I am conscious of my inadequacy, my smallness, my inadequacy. I want to get out of this inadequacy. I want to get out of this smallness because it causes me dukkha. And Krishna comes and says, this dukkha that you are having, this shoka that you are having, is illegitimate. Sorry, ye kya baat? It is wrong. Why is it wrong? It's because you don't know that you are not small in the first place. You are looking at the whole thing through a keyhole and you have concluded that this is you. And you see a huge, vast world which limits you. Is that true? Come out of the keyhole and look at a whole vision. And for that whole vision, you need a patrata, preparedness. You just can't see like that. You need preparation, patrata, jnana yogyata prapti. Okay, you are in a dark room. Okay, what is the solution for getting out of darkness? Light. Not Ashtanga Yoga, not Bhakti, not Tirtha Yatra, not blind faith in Ishvara, Brahma Loka Prapti, none of them will remove darkness. You will have to switch on the light. Light is an antidote for darkness. You have to get this very clear, okay? So, if I do yoga, if I do dhyanam, if I do bhakti, what will happen? Yeah, some viveka will come which will tell you switch on the light. By doing dhyanam, standing on your head, light won't come on its own. It will tell you there is a switch, go switch it on. Something will dawn on. We have to understand this. In the same way, seeing yourself as an inadequate person is ignorance. Ajnana. What is the solution for ajnana? Jnana. You have to learn to look at yourself as a conscious being, the whole being. The buddhi has to be prepared for that. So, when Arjuna asks, please tell me whether bhakti is good or jnana is good, how will Krishna answer? Krishna cannot answer such questions. Yeah, how can you answer a question? Would you want coffee or do you want tumbler? You can ask me coffee or tea, I will tell you. With sugar, without sugar. You want coffee or tumbler? You can't ask. Such questions are not to be, you can't answer such questions. But it's very important for a student who has come so far, for any student who, for that matter, who has come to the Guru with devotion, the Guru will never ever belittle him. He will never say, "Aapko kuch nahi aata hai." The Guru to whom the student has gone with devotion in any field, in any field, he may seemingly be angry, but it's not. Only love is there in the form of anger. He will glare at you. This happened. We have sat across when we were learning from Swamiji. Then some silly question came up. We never even have to ask. When we frowned, Swamiji will look back and frown back. The question will disappear. Because he will know where the question is coming from. And he will say, frown. He will say, oh, Swamiji, I have understood. An amazing learning experience from his Mahatmas. Amazing experience. One look. Swamiji, yes. Answer mil gaya. It's amazing. It's a teaching tradition. It gives me goosebumps when I think of such Mahatmas we have had in this tradition. Lump comes to one's throat. Sadashiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. What a parampara it is. We don't come from here and there monkeys. We are coming from rishis. My ancestors were rishis. Let's be proud enough. We are not sinners. My ancestors, I have no doubt about. You may have. I have no doubt about. My ancestors were rishis. What are the rishis? Okay, people who do the pravaram. Abhibade. Start, Bhargava. My rishi was Bhargava. Then the Gotra. Everybody has a rishi. And if you don't have a rishi, if you don't have this pravaram, they will say Shiva Gotra, Vishnu Gotra. That means you are a direct student. You didn't go through school. You went straight to the Lord. So let's not get any confusion. That unless I am born in this lineage, you are born in the lineage of rishis. Yeah. So there is jnana. What is the jnanam? The jnanam is there is no smallness at all. This inadequacy is ignorance. And the antidote for ignorance is knowledge. And what is the knowledge? You are not a small one. You are not insignificant. You are significant. You are a significant being. You are a significant being becomes you are the significant being. Then comes the punch. You are the only significant being. Oh, is it so? Yes. Only then you can come to chapter 12. Okay. And then he asks a question. You say I am a significant being. Then you also highlighted bhakti. Which is better, bhakti or significant being? So Krishna says, for people who are bhaktas, what kind of bhaktas? Steady bhaktas. Not they say in Tamil Nadu, Urudram, Amavasai Urudram. Not once in a blue moon. Not once in not during Shani Payarchi, this Payarchi, that Payarchi. Steady bhaktas. Steady bhaktas will be the highest of yogis. And the people who are committed to jnana will come to me. So what does it mean? If you are a bhakta, steady bhakta, you will get jnana yogyata prapti. And when you are a jnana yogya, you will come to know you and I are one and the same being. Physical forms could be different. You and I are the same being. So which is better? Jnana yoga is not possible without bhakti. Bhakti without jnana is incomplete. So he teaches. Then he explains bhakti. And then he says that the bhakti yoga that I am talking about is not one yoga. It is a bouquet of disciplines. Jnana. Okay. It is jnana. Jnana yoga. One discipline. Two bhakti disciplines. Vishwarupa Ishwara Bhakti. Ekarupa Saguna Ishwara Bhakti. Two levels of bhakti. Two levels of karma yoga. Nishkamya karma, sakama karma. 5 levels of discipline. Sakama karma and Nishkama Karma together are called Karma Yoga level 1, level 2. Saguna Ekarupa Ishta Devata Upasana is called Upasana level 1. Vishwarupa Upasana is called Upasana level 2. Both these four steps are the rungs which take you to Jnana Yogyata Prapti, which will give you the knowledge. What's the knowledge? I am not an inadequate being. In fact, I am the only significant being. That's the knowledge. So, and what is that knowledge? Ishvara is Avyaya, Nirguna. He is spatially limitless. He is, Ishvara in the sense conscious being. You, the conscious being, or Ishvara, the conscious being, is limitless. He cannot be known through senses. He cannot be inferred. He is spatially limitless. He is time-wise limitless. All that we learn. And when you hear all this, you have a feeling. Okay, you say, chakkar aa raha hai. Because the lifestyle I am leading is not helping me understand what you are saying. You are not saying, Guruji, I don't understand. One look at you and the Guru understands you are not understood. So he says, if level, level 5, we can call it level. If level 5 is difficult, come down. Come down to level 4. What is level 4? Level 4 is Vishwarupa Ishvara Bhakti. You see the whole Srishti as a manifestation of Ishvara. Lot of work is necessary. It will just not happen. Standing on your head and things like that won't work. It is deliberate thinking process. How is Ishvara manifesting himself? Hey, take this eye. Or take our system, the birth of a human child. Or any child, small one for that matter, in any being. Look at that infallible law, infallible order. Two factors, separate causes, come together in one place. Conception takes place. Then asti, it was unmanifest, it has become manifest. Okay, asti, jayate, it is born out of the system. Vardate, it grows. Viparinamate, it undergoes modifications. Apakshiyate, vinashyati, goes back to unmanifest. If you just see the process of child growth and birth, and how that baby which could not even turn around and scratch itself today tells you, Papa, you don't know how to scratch yours. Look, are you not fascinated? So this is called Vishwarupa Ishwara Bhakti. Can you see Ishwara everywhere? Huh? हो सकता है? Some people say, nahi Swamiji, hota nahi. He said, okay, never mind. Never mind. Come to Saguna Rupa Ishwara. Come to third level. Saguna Rupa Ishwara Upasana. Saguna Rupa Ishwara Upasana, what you do? You invoke Ishwara in a form. Okay? Pratima or in Pratika. In Pratima, you see the living Ishwara. You listen to the Puranas. You listen to his stories and cultivate bhakti. And Krishna says, in this, we will go to that line in chapter 12. Yeah. Mayyeva manama adhatsva mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasishyasi mayyeva ata urdhvam na samshaya. See, seat me in your heart. Okay? Nivasasyasi. Hey, you will dwell. You will dwell in my heart. Seat me in your heart. You will dwell in my heart. Okay? Mai eva, in me alone. And fix your mind on me. Okay? Niveshaya buddhim. Fix your intellect on me. Don't just emotional bhakti, 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 bhakti. Also look at my, look at the intelligently also you see. Intelligently see the play of Ishvara in your life. It is not just, I think of Krishna, I will cry about Krishna. Good, it's all good. But also think about the role of Ishvara in your life. How so many events happened. So many events. Amazing events happened. You wouldn't believe. I think I've told you this story before. The amount of Ishvara presence in one's life is simply amazing. I was in Kolkata. I used to work in a small firm there. The afternoon, in Kolkata, we used to have that, the Puyapad, guava. So I purchased guava and he wrapped it in a piece of paper and gave it to me. So I had the guava and I have this habit, all of us have some habit. I have this habit of unfolding the paper and unfurling the paper and see what is there. I unfurled the paper, I found a small advertisement of Reserve Bank of India. I applied and got a job and retired from it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like that, look at the event don't look at bhakti bhakti, but apart from bhakti, see the play of Ishvara in your life. In every event in your life. You have a small ailment, see the play of Ishvara there. You have a headache, see the play of Ishvara. Agama, apai, transtikshasva, ata hai, jata hai. See that. See how things come. See how things go. Be alive to Ishvara. Be alive to that reality. Okay? Then, in verse number 9, Krishna says, Ata chittam samadhatum, Ata chittam samadhatum, Na shaknosi mayi stiram, Na shaknosi mayi stiram, Abhyasa yogena tataha, Abhyasa yogena tataha, Mamichhaptum dhananjaya, Mamichhaptum dhananjaya, Atha chittam samadhatum, Na shaknosi mayi stiram, Abhyasa yogena tataha, Mamichhaptum dhananjaya. He says, Atha, if na shaknosi, nahi hota hai tumse, you are not able to do this. Na shaknosi, samadhatum chittam, to find the role of Ishvara. It's easy to find. You can always say, Ishvara gave this to me, Ishvara gave this to me. But when trouble comes, you say, oh, you cannot accept that. Why did Ishvara give this to me? Humko koni kyun mara? Why did he elbow me in the ribs? Why did he dig me in the ribs? Why did he make me lose this? Why did he make me lose that? Why did I lose my vision? Why did I lose my hearing? A problem. So, samadhatum chittam, if you are not able to fix the mind, na shaknosi, sthiram, firmly, mayi, on me, tataha, then, ichha aptum mam, don't give up, don't run away. Don't run away, okay? All of us call it quits. Don't call it quits. At the first train of trouble, don't call it quits. There used to be a person who used to attend our class regularly. If I come at 6 o'clock, that person used to be available at 5:30. Getting all this mat ready, everything. I used to have the class here at my house. Mat ready, everything ready. And after the class, fold back everything. So my class time was 6:30 to 8. The person used to be here from 5:30 to 9 o'clock, 9:30 or even longer. Then something happened in their house. The lady stopped coming. Then I asked, Kya hua? She said, I've attended all these classes regularly. I went to temples regularly. See, Bhagavan punished me. I said, what did Bhagavan do? See, this tragedy happened in my house. Right? So, don't quit. Krishna says these things can happen. We will antidote and all what I said and all we'll see another day. But Krishna says, don't quit. You will face. The human Sharira has to face problems. There is no escape. We will see it in due course. Why? There is no escape at all. There are prarabdhas, there are pratibandhagas, no escape at all. If you have a nose, you will catch cold. No escape at all. You will see all that. Okay, he says, Ichha aptum mam. Don't give up hope. Desire me. Desire to reach me. Abhyas. The video is not going to be of much help because it's all in darkness. Yeah. Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Unfortunately, there's a power failure. Okay, we'll have to manage. This is another pratibandhaka. Okay. So he says, Abhyasa yogena ichha mam prapthum abhyasa yogena. Okay. Yeah, from darkness we will go to light. Yeah, surely. So it shows, I mean, see, whatever you do, even standing on your head, unless you have light, darkness won't go. It's perhaps Krishna's ways of telling you. Okay. So, Abhyasa Yogena, we have to understand this Abhyasa Yoga very well. Krishna is telling us here, Abhyasa Yoga means, please go to Ashtanga Yoga. There is Ashtanga Yoga, 8 steps. Go to Ashtanga Yoga. See what has happened. The mind has become, it's a wandering mind. Okay? It's a wandering mind when it comes to Ishvara Chintan. But it is a very steady mind when it comes to worrying about your problem. It's a wandering mind if it comes to others' problem. But when it comes to your problem, it's a steady, fixed, chitta ekagrata mind. You are seeing a movie. You are watching a serial, some OTT has come, some serial has come, 8 episodes. Binge watching, perfectly steady mind. But suppose I tell you, Eka Rupa Ishvara, Vishwarupa Ishvara, all that is a wandering mind, is all over the place. Therefore, Krishna says, this instrument, this antakarana, the mind, has to come into a steady stream. It should learn to behave. It should learn to behave. So for that, Krishna recommends Ashtanga Yoga. Yama Niyama, he has already told you. Yama Niyama are activities, favorable activities which give you a certain disciplined lifestyle. Yama Niyama. Okay. Now comes the third step. Asanam. Asanam is called a posture. We can't sit in one place without fidgeting. So Krishna, the teacher, recommends do asanam. Asanam means learn to sit for a length of time, at least 30 minutes. Right? If 30 minutes not possible, 20 minutes. If possible, if 20 minutes not possible, reduce. But don't reduce it beyond 10 minutes. Reduce, so I can't sit at all. So have a time. Asanam, asana siddhi, it is called. Learn to sit in one place without fidgeting. Okay, hands, everything should be motionless. There are some people, who will sit in pose and keep rocking, If you keep rocking for long, you will fall asleep. Or scratching all over the place. And the nearest thing you can do is fiddle around with your social media, that app. Otherwise, you keep looking at it very intelligently, only through a call, kataksha kiranam, you will look at that and then look away. So, asana siddhi, first step. So, yama, niyama, asanam. Okay. Then you do what is called pratyahara. Pratyahara means slowly withdrawing from all distractions. Okay. When you do pratyahara, you slowly, then of course, asanam pranayama. Pranayama is steady breathing. Learn to focus on your breathing. that the breathing follows a certain pattern on its own. If you leave it, it follows a certain pattern. You can also regulate it and follow up, do something. So both. You watch it for some time, you do pranayama sometime. So asanam, pranayama. Fifth is pratyahara. Pranayama is not just breathing in, breathing out, but deliberate withdrawal from all kind of distractions. It'll happen. Somebody will play loud music next door. So you have to shut the door, You have to shut the door. And that is the time when mommy will be making, brewing some excellent coffee. The decoction aroma will come. So that will come. All that will be there. So you can't say, no, coffee, vasana nalla irke, you can't do all that. Okay. So deliberately you withdraw. Pranayama. When this deliberate withdrawal becomes spontaneous, you are in pratyahara. That means the withdrawal is spontaneous. See, imagine, I enjoy what do you call, all the games in particular, but particularly when you are watching the game of football, the fellow has to take a penalty kick. The goalkeeper on one side and the penalty shooter on the other side. What's he trying to do? Withdrawing from all distractions. Okay? It is sudden death. That means if he scores, he wins. If he doesn't score, he loses. So his mind is not on I will lose or win. I have so far never won a World Cup. I have never won penalties. I have never ever successfully scored penalties. No thought on any of them. The entire focus is on there is a ball, there is me, and there is a goalkeeper who I don't, my attention is not even on the goalkeeper. My attention is my moment should be such that he should be distracted. I should place the ball in the goal. Look at a tennis match. This fellow is serving. Advantage so and so. And that serve is match point. Not only is it match point, it is game point, set point, match point, championship points. And then with the championship point, he is going to win the Grand Prix. All 4 titles he is going to win. What's his thought? I'm going to win Grand Prix. His thought, that is called Pratyahara. Total focus only on getting the ball at the right spot. It is when it is possible in a game, when it is possible at home in so many things that you do, it is possible to focus your mind as well. So Krishna says, Abhyasa, do it on a daily basis. What Abhyasa? Pranayama. Okay. Asanam, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Do it daily. Then comes the step Dharanam. Dharanam means getting the mind absolutely ready for Dhyanam. What is the Dhyanam? Whether it is Ekarupa Ishvara, Vishwarupa Ishvara, the entire Vyapara is going to take place in the mind. So Dharanam is preparing the mind for doing that Dhyanam. So when he says by Abhyasa you do, when you do by Abhyasa, this is how you do. So you do Abhyasa Yogena Icha Mam Aptum. Don't quit. Don't quit. Make it a habit. See, in our Vedic culture, young boys are told, sit steady, do Sandhya Vandana, do this, do that, don't fidget, sit straight, keep ask. So initially, it is as though regimentation. See, when you are forced to withdraw your mind, when you are forced to withdraw your mind from all those lovely eatables and things like that, it's an element of suppression. Definitely, some discipline is needed. Some discipline is needed. You see some of these. I don't want to take you very far. Go to see some of these. What do you call sports coaches? You know what? When you go to play for tennis coaching, They won't let you touch the bat. They will say, hold the bat. They won't even let you serve. They will say, hold the bat, throw the ball up. And the ball has to fall at a particular spot. You throw it up, it has to fall. You throw it up, it has to fall. Only then he will let you serve. The throwing should become so spontaneous that you are able to strike the ball when it comes down. So, like that, he says, Abhyasa yogena mam praptum ichha. Ichha means desire. You must, you must have a strong desire to do Ishvara, to get Ishvara. For that, we have a lot of Abhyasa. Abhyasa taught to us. Abhyasa, they teach you Sandhya Vandana. They teach you simple japa. In puja, there are so many steps you do. And before getting up, before you actually do the puja, they will say, Tik Bandaha. You will spin your, you will do this around your head. So when you do the Digbanda, you are telling yourself, there's a beautiful Bengali expression. Ami ekhanteke nodbo na. I will not even, I will not even budge from this place till I finish this work. That focus is necessary. That's what Krishna says in this verse. Let's see what he says in the next verse. Okay. There are light ka problem hai. I will find out how best to do. Yeah. Yeah. I am, something is visible. Yeah, something is visible. Okay. Then, verse number 10, he says, Abhyasepya Abhyasepya samarthosi Abhyasepya samarthosi Matkarma paramo bhava Matkarma paramo bhava Madartamapi karmani Madartamapi karmani Kurvan siddhimavapsyasi Kurvan siddhimavapsyasi. So he says, suppose, suppose you find it difficult. Even this abhyasa is difficult for a lot of people. This abhyasa is difficult for us. See, every morning we do a program at 6:30. And over a period of time, people have learned to get up and come on time and things like that. But there are issues. It is not finding fault with anyone. See, when I'm doing it India time 6:30 in the morning, in the Western seaboard it may be about 7, 8 in the afternoon, in the evening. So you may be either returning from work, or just as you come to work, there may be other commitments. And it happened when I was away for about almost 2 months away. I had to adjust the time to do abhyasa. But then with a little grandchild at home, where is the time for doing abhyasa? Where is the convenience for doing abhyasa? You are ready for abhyasa, the child will come and say, Tata, tell me a story. Tata, sing me a bhajan. So all these, you can't wish them away. Okay. If you have problems, I will not say problems, if you have constraints with abhyasa, and if you are not able to focus so much, Krishna says in this line, he says, Abhyase api asamarthosi. Samartha means smartly. Samartha. See, from samartha comes a beautiful Tamil word. Chamatte. You tell no chamatta, they say in Tamil, it comes from samartha. Samartha means knowing what to do, behaving properly, speaking correctly. Be a samartha. My guru often used to wish me, Swamiji, today is my birthday. He will say, Chamatta Rupa. He always used to say, be a samartha. Samartha. So, if you find you are not capable enough to handle abhyasa, he says, mat karma paramo bhava. Madartamapi karmani kurvan. Okay, so therefore, now what is, he comes from we have come to level 3. From level 3 is coming down to level 2. Do all your karma as a dedication unto me. So you are sitting for meditation. Okay. Then as you are just about to sit for meditation, it can always happen. It happens in every household. Grahastha is a training ground for sannyasa, You can't run away. Guru won't give you sannyasa so easily. It's a training ground. Just when you are ready for all your puja and nevedhyam is to happen, your liquid petroleum gas will run out. Okay? And then you find that the extra cylinder is also gone. So your mommy will say, go check with the neighbor whether gas is there. So that becomes. So what happens? Your puja schedule is disturbed. He says, if such things happen, try to change the narrative inside. There is a narrative inside. It says, whenever I do all this, problems come. Whenever I sit for meditation, power goes away. In these 4 years, power must have gone for 2 days. Totally 2 or 3 days. Power goes away. This happens, that happens. Change the narrative and say, today, today, Ishvara has given me an extra challenge. I have the option to say, bye, we will meet next week when the power is back. Or we will say, we will complete the portion we had. Suddenly it struck me that I could switch on this lamp as well. I didn't have this Viveka before. But suddenly I said, why can't we switch on the lamp? Some darsha, some face you can see. It is not as bad as Aadhaar, I suppose. Okay? Or as good as Facebook. But somewhere you can see. So, you say anything that happens in your life, especially challenges that you come across in life, see Ishvara's presence in your life. See the challenges coming from Ishvara, and you are countering the challenge. Offer it as an offering to Ishvara, as a puja to Ishvara. What are the puja to Ishvara? Imagine you are picking up, you are offering puja, you're going to offer flowers, and out comes a rotten flower, a faded one, a withered one. And you went to the market, the fellow charged you the right hand for that. What is the immediate thought? Curse that fellow for cheating. Change the narrative and say, Ishvara, I offer it with bhakti. It is faded, I understand. I can either put it aside or I am even going to offer it to you because it is your work. You gave me all this. Go back to Bhagavad Gita and say, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati. Bhagwan, you have told me that whatever you give with bhakti is acceptable to you. Therefore, I am even giving you this faded flower. Understand, Adi Shankara landed at a lady's house and said, give me Bhiksha. She said, I had nothing at all. He said, please search, there will be something. She found a something, I found one that, what is that? Nellika, what is it called? Myrobalan fruit. Okay, and she said, this is what I have. Bhakti she gave him. There is another beautiful story. Krishna, when he went as a dhuta to the Kauravas camp, everybody offered, come stay with me, come stay with me. He said, no, I will stay with Vidura. Impartial. I want to stay with an impartial person. So I will stay with Vidura. The fellow who will speak Dharma. He went and stayed with the Vidura. And Vidura, unlike today's ministers, those days ministers lived in a humble household. And when the elderly man, evening they could settle for, that porridge, ganji or something like that. So Krishna, when he came home, they say, Vidura whispered to his wife, Krishna is coming. She says, what is this? You are bringing that fellow prince from the Yadava land, and I have nothing here except kanji. And Krishna said, give me that kanji. And when Vidura's wife was pouring the kanji, something started spilling. Two more hands of Krishna came to accommodate that. Today Krishna gave his Vishwarupa darshan when something was offered to him in bhakti. There is another story which says Vidura's wife was so fond of Krishna that she looked at him, she peeled the only banana available at home, popped the fruit into her mouth and gave the peel to Krishna. And Krishna ate it and said, delicious. Hey, can you recall this story? Can you recall these stories? And he says, do this for me. Do this. This is a way. You have come down to karma yoga. This is at the bhakti level. Can you start your journey in the morning with Ishvara Nama? Can you dedicate everything? You have your morning cup of, we all think Nevedya must be done only to the food prepared at home before puja. Hey, before you have your morning coffee, can you sprinkle a little water around the cup and say, Ishvara, I am doing arpanam to you. And now, once I do arpanam, the coffee which I drinking is become prasada. So, food can be given as arpan. Your coffee can be given as, hey, when you have a bath in the morning, when you have water over your head, is a Ishvara, I am doing abhisheka to you. Ishvara, I am applying tilaka to you. Can you bring in these thoughts? Can you change the narrative? That's what Krishna says. Okay, he says, Madarpanam Kuru. That's what he says in verse number 10. Okay, Marshapan Kuru. Of course, we will, how much? We've almost run out, but I'll read the 11th one. We will revise this again. I'll do it again for you next week. Okay, we'll revise it, not worry. He says, Atha, verse number 10. Abhyas are done. Yeah, we are going to verse number 11. In this book, 11. Yeah. Ate tadapya shaktosi. Ata etat api ashaktosi. If you are not able to do this narrative in the mind, never mind. If you are not able to do this, never mind. Come to the last rung. He says, Kartum mad yogamashritaha sarva karma phala tyagam tata kuru yatatma van. Who is this yatatma van? Yatatma van is a yogi. Okay, so I'm taking us to level 1. What is the level 1? Level 1 is I do kamya karma. I have to struggle to keep my family together. I have installments to pay. I have a housing EMIs to pay. I have cars to pay. I have car EMI to settle. I have children, grandchildren who all look up to me. This is unique to India. In the Western, they say, once the children are 18, they say, get out of the house. Here, even when the child is 80, we say, come stay with me. The father is 100, the son is 79. He says, yeah, I come and stay. I will take care of you. He says, I am there to take care of you. This is our culture. I have nothing against this culture. So we have so many things to do. And for that sake, we have to do artha kama pursuit. Krishna says, do it perfectly all right. There's absolutely no problem. But if you do artha kama in alignment with dharma, which is what is proper, you are recognizing Ishvara's presence. Ishvara is all round. I can't do anything wrong. I can't do something improper. When you are aligned to dharma, dharma protects you. How does dharma protect you? Not by giving food and a car, and when you book a car, dharma won't protect you. But you will have peace of mind. You will have a lot of leisure inside to handle anything that happens in our life. Dharma protects you that way. So he says, offer it as, do kamya karma, do all your pursuit, make money, build houses, have fun, but do what is proper, aligned to dharma. Don't cheat. Okay? Don't travel on company account. Don't travel by a lower class and bill for a higher class. A lot of people do. I go by ordinary bus and pay a bill for taxi. Don't cheat. Don't earn the small things and eke out. Try to live a life of no. You say, I value this. No, I don't want to do it. Let it be in any form, any area of life. You say, no, this is how I do. I won't tell lies. To start with, they say, there are two types of lies. One are white lies, harmless lies. The other are big quality lies. So if you want to do karma yoga at the base level, start with the bluff. Start in Tamil, it's called puludu, bluff. Okay, jute maybe or something lower than the jute. Just bluff. What is the bluff? You are standing in the road outside, okay, and some cinema actor is passing by, and along with all of them, you also waved your hand. You say, the cinema actor looked at me and waved. Is that this bluff? Because everybody knows you are bluffing. You get a kick out of bluffing. There is no benefit. So stop giving these white lies and graduate later on. So it is an effort in doing artha kama, disciplined artha kama, earn, live a good life, improve your stand. Don't just work on standard of living, work on standard of life. We will continue in our next session and study further. What we'll repeat this and look into the next version. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनीं देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भया सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय सब संतों की जय भोले शंकर जय बजरंग बली की जय हो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की ओम नमः Om Namah Shivaya. We'll meet next week.
Om Namah
Our
Shivaya.
meditation continues in the morning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you, Baba.
much.
Om.